Good day. I am Joshua Perez, and today I'm going to be explaining the activity 10, the lesson 18 in the Arduino PDF. So first, the first three lines here. So in these three lines here, this is the pins that control the shift register. So, so the data pin here is the sends data to the LCD pattern or LED pattern, and then the clock pin here. This is prepares the when to shift the data, and in the latch pin here, so this updates the output to the LEDs, and then we have the enclosed row pins. So this pin controls the rows of the 8 by 8 LED matrix. So, so the row 1 is here is the 2, then the row 3 is 3, row 2 is 3, the row 3 is 4, row 4 is 5, row 5 is 6, row 7 is row 6 is 7, row 7 is 8, and row 8 is 9. And then we have the accounts data. So this array data array stores binary patterns for the characters. So each 8 numbers represent one character in the LED matrix. So so first here we have here the space, the pattern for the space, and then we have the pattern for 0, then we have the pattern for number 1, pattern for number 2, number 3, number 4, to 5, 6, and then to 9, and then also we have the pattern for 8 to F, and then the last pattern to space again. So next here we have the void setup. So inside the void setup we register the pins into an or we declare the pins into an output, and then inside it we have the loop. So inside the void setup we have a loop. So this loop to set the virtual pin as an output, and also return the not initially. Also it keeps high, keep the high rows. So high keeps the rows disabled. And then the last part here we have the void loop. So inside the void loop, we have the first loop here. So this first loop here, it moves the display one column at a time. So and then the next loop here is this repeats the display multiple times so that the human eye can see the image clearly. And then the third loop here, this loop activates 1 row at a time. And then inside that loop we have here so, so inside that loop we have here the latch pin and loop. So this is to prepare shift register, and then the shift out. So this part here is to send the LED pattern, and then the latch pin on high, so it updates the LEDs. And then we have here this part here. So inside the shift out is this sends 8 bits of LED data, and then it selects the correct red pattern, and then we have here below it the digital right low pin side, and then low. So this keeps the LED turns one row on, and then we have the delay of 1 second, 1 millisecond, and then it turns the row off again, and that's it.
So this is the output. So as you can see, the LED matrix displays a loop from A to F, and then from 0 to 9. So as you can see, it displays the number 7, 8, and 9, and then A through F. Then it just loop